You're listening to the Ryan's Week Wrap-Up Lesson by RethinkWaste. Teacher Instructions. In 2018 alone, the RethinkWaste service area sent over 180,000 tons of waste to the landfill. Over the course of the week, students have come to understand why it is important to decrease that amount. By working together and making small but significant changes, we can reduce it. Students will have the opportunity to reflect on what they've learned and what they will do differently and why it matters. As the final day of Ryan's Week, the lesson concludes in an introspective walk where students will use their senses to appreciate nature. Purpose and learning objectives. This activity allows students to reflect on what they learned this week and how they can change their habits. They will internalize the lessons and enjoy nature by taking a mindful walk. Our driving question is, how does our waste impact the environment? What can we do to decrease our impact? Student instructions. Part 1, Reflection. We've made it to the final day of Ryan's Week. This week, we followed Ryan as she investigated what waste is generated in her home and the ways she can reduce what goes into the landfill. She learned about how to sort properly, what happens to the waste she puts into the 3 bins, and why it is so important and fun to try repairing and reusing things before throwing them away. Reflect on the activities you completed for Ryan's Week and answer the following discussion questions. Question 1. What is something you learned this week that surprised you? Question 2. Describe how you felt about waste at the beginning of the week and compare it to how you feel now. Are you more confident about what goes into the different bins? Question 3. Why do you think it is important that we learn about waste? Question 4. Where does waste come from, and why do we have so much of it? Question 5. Ryan's challenge to you. Think back to the waste audit you completed. What is one change you or your family is going to make next week to reduce the amount of waste being thrown out? Part 2, Nature Walk. It is important to connect to our environment so we can better understand why we need to protect it. Let's stretch our muscles and enjoy the great outdoors. With your guardian's permission, go for a walk around your neighborhood or another natural setting with a family member or friend. Pay close attention to your 5 senses while out and about: sight, smell, hearing, touch, and taste. Sometimes we forget to appreciate the small, everyday things because we are so used to having them around, like the sound of birds chirping or the nice, cool feeling of the breeze on your skin. Question 1. What is one interesting thing that you saw during your walk? How did you feel when you saw it? Question 2. What is one quiet thing that you heard during your walk? Where was the sound coming from? Question 3. Gently touch a safe item during your walk, like grass, a flower petal, or tree bark. Circle the descriptors. Was the item hard, soft, furry, prickly, rough, smooth? Did it make you feel happy, sad, excited, nervous, scared? Write your other feelings below. Question 4. Describe a smell you encountered during your walk. What was your reaction to the smell? Question 5. Our final sense, taste. What was the first thing you ate when you got home from your walk? What did you enjoy about eating this item? Use the blank space below to draw one thing that made you happy during your walk. Thank you for working hard to keep Earth beautiful.